Hello, hello, Leos. Welcome back to the CNC Advantage. I felt called to do an extra reading tonight, just for you guys. So, if you like it or if it resonates with you, please smash that like button. We're going to start off with the Priestess of Light deck. It's a beautiful deck. I'm going to start with Soul Radiance. Bright Heart Light. And Clairvoyance has the energy for your read today. So it sounds like you're learning some new gifts as you dive deep into your soul and radiate your light. And it comes out through your heart. Starting off beautiful, Leo. Let's see what else Spirit would like you to know. All right. What would Spirit like my Leos to know? That wind is really blowing tonight. I think it's blowing the neighbor's house away. Thank you, Spirit, for your message and your guidance. This one? Yeah? Okay. Thank you, Spirit, for your messages and guidance. What would you like my special Leos to know? What would you like your Leo to know? What would Spirit like Leo to know? And one more card from my Leos. Plan her to get shocker. Oh, you got a little fire. Alright, there we go. Oh gosh, look at that. Isn't that funny? Brilliant beliefs. What a beautiful card. Energy underneath the deck. Okay, we also have the Bright Heart Light. Came out again. We have Telepathy. And Calming the Waters. I believe that we're going to start with your heart light. And it speaks to open connections. And when I think of open connections, it leads me to think of new partnerships, new friendships. Co-workers who work together, friends who see eye to eye, open connections. Not only people, but you can connect with the universe and nature as well. So when you connect with nature, because you can see that she's surrounded by the forest, now she's just breathtaking, and she's just taking it all in and taking it all back and absorbing all that energy, all that positive, beautiful energy. That it fuels her and her gifts. when you embrace your heart chakra, it activates your intuition, your divine feminine, which leads to your gifts. And what a gift telepathy would be, huh? Who needs Facebook? Who needs telephone? Hey, man, fuck you. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Oh, man. Like tossing water balloons off a bridge. Hey, man. Hey, yeah, you. I'm sorry. So, telepathy, though. I'm sorry. Yeah. It's late. It's definitely really late. So, telepathy is transmission, perception, and communication. You can see here she has a wolf by her side. She has an antler that she carries as a wand. And it glows. She's constantly connecting to nature. She even brings it with her. So no matter where she goes, she is always connecting to nature. She is always feeding her gifts. This is what the divine hopes for you. When you embrace these gifts, you're going to feel a sense of peace. You ever looked at water? It could be a giant body of water, like a lake right in the middle of town, right? And from day to day, that lake looks different. Some days it's rough and it's really windy, and it almost has white caps. It's so rough. But then there are other times where it is so calm that it looks like glass or a mirror. Embracing nature is going to bring you to this sense of peace, your inner peace. Peace for your higher self, for your soul. For you. And who doesn't need a little bit of peace in their life? A little bit of bliss. So Spirit is trying to encourage you to get out into nature. Activate who you really are. Figure out what your gifts are. Nurture them. And you're going to come into such a calm place. Let's see. Shall we clarify this? What else would Spirit like my dear Leos to know? Alright, this one. Okay. We are being called to the Luminous Humanist deck. Luminous Humanist deck. Sorry, alright. Anyways. Oh, inescapable bliss. How about that? Oh, we liking our synchronicities. Oh, we are. Oh, how about this? Beautiful. You see that? How they wrote it funny? That's really fun. That's cute. And Wanderlust is a must. Oh, in order for anything to come true, you need to dream it, feel it, love it, believe it, know it, taste it. Oh, yes. Wanderlust is a must. Oh, I love that card. I've had this deck for a very short amount of time, and that card has already come out in 3 readings. People need to remember what it's like to dream. Don't let anyone tell you what you can and cannot do. Dream, baby. What are you doing, Cooper? Thank you, baby. Please don't do that. Alright. Alright. What would Spirit like Leo to know? What else would Spirit like Leo to know? Thank you, Spirit, so much for your messages and your guidance. What will serve Leo's highest good? What are Leo's greatest challenges right now? What are Leo's challenges? What do they need to work on? What does Leo need to work on? Here we go. You're just a poppin'. Be the big one. This serves your highest good. This is your challenge area. What can you expect in your future? What can a Leo expect for their future? Their near future. Right here? Okay. In the world, but not of it. That's your underlying energy for this bit. So, what's going to benefit your highest good? You are already golden. You are perfect as you already are. Divine made you perfectly imperfect. And you need to be okay with this. She has many shades of gold. There's no one shade of gold that is correct. Stand in your beauty. Stand on what you believe to be right. Do not be silent. Speak up. Speak your truth. Spread your joy. Spread your light. Your golden, beautiful light. Leo, look at you're glowing. You've got your crown on. You've got all your fine, fine jewelry. Even your dress is made of feathers. As if Mother Nature dressed you herself. Because after all, doesn't she usually, right? Standing in your light is going to serve your highest good. Hiding from your gifts and being ashamed of your gifts when they are amazing will not benefit you. You need to stand in your truth. Repercussions and all. I'm not saying run down to someone and be, oh, dude, you're fat. You know, no, that is not what I'm saying. Stand in your truth. And what is your truth, right? Okay, so let's look at that for a second. Standing in your truth is to know thyself. And to know thyself is the path to the divine. It is the path to your gifts. It is the path to your spirituality, to your religion, to your self-love, to your compassion and your love for others. To truly know yourself and to stand in it takes courage, takes strength, takes discernment, humility. Dropping the ego. It does you no good here. Ego in small doses can be a great thing. But even a shred too much of ego and the whole thing goes to shit. So humility is huge here. And then how far does humility, do you carry that before you start apologizing for your own gifts? Now that's too far. You should never have to apologize for your gifts. Sure, your messages may not always be perfect. Maybe we don't interpret them just as so, you know, but we're close. We keep trying. We never give up. We keep asking for more guidance, more clarity, better healthy bodies so we can receive clearer messages, better clearer chakras so we can align our energy and protect ourselves better and have all of them aligned and connected so we are powerful, beaming, glowing light for the Lord. And the light, the one that glows the brightest, the universe is going to give them what they need first. Don't you want to be that person that the divine is like, ooh, you glow bright. Here, let me help you. Yes. Please, Lord, let me glow for you. Let me give you that grand, beautiful rainbow of light. And I radiate bigger and bigger and bigger. And I'm just a tiny little bubble to him. But I'm doing everything I can to fill every 30, 50 feet of my aura. As big as my house. Blow my aura up. Blow your aura up. Stand in your truth. What can hinder you? What might hold you back is be the big one. She's holding a very small, I mean like tiny cup in her hand. It looks like a thimble almost. It's so small. It's not a shot glass. It's not a thimble, but it's somewhere in between there kind of thing. It's a really small cup. Looks like something is crawling out of it. And it doesn't look pretty. It's dark. Possibly a snake. Yeah, about what I'm feeling. Okay, so this is your cup of shadows. This could hold you back. You need to address this cup. It may be small, but look, let me assure you, any cup full of emotions is not small once you get in it. Once you dive into this cup, it's going to bring you back to the Ten of Swords that we kind of mentioned earlier with the Cancer's reading, where you're at the bottom of the ocean and there's a shred of light coming down. When you dive into this cup, there's gonna be a tiny light leading you back out, leading you to the brighter side. The side where you learned your lesson. The side where you learned how not to repeat the same mistakes. That you took the time, asked yourself the right questions from all different perspectives. From your perspective, from anyone else who was involved in the whole situation. How did they feel about it? How did they look at it? What did they need out of it? Why did they do what they did? It may not matter in the great grandeur of things. Like, you know, in the moment, it may not make much sense and it may not make you feel good. But when you put it all together, what you thought, what they thought, what God thought, then mesh it all together and see what you got. Those are your lessons. Damn it. My dog is sick. Sorry about that. You need to deal with this cup. Whether that's your inner child and trauma that you've had from it, maybe from a recent relationship and a breakup. Shit, this could even be how you're being treated at work and how you're being dogged every day and you're being kept down by the man and da-da-da. You need to address these things. If you don't address them, they're like, oh shit, I can get to it. I'll be fine. Da-da-da. Look it. I can bury it as deep as I want and I'm good. No. No, Leo. No. You're not good. What's happening is you're boiling your tiny little cup of water. And it's boiling and it's boiling and it's boiling. What happens when you boil water for too long? It just starts popping everywhere. Jumping out of the pan, this and that. It could burn you. You're just trying to turn it down and it burns you. Do you see what I'm saying? Now you get it calmed down, right? You get the water so it's not boiling. And you got it chilled out, da-da-da. And you're not even thinking about your small little cup for a bit. Things are so good, you're not even thinking about that cup. Now one small, tiny little trigger can set it back off again. Instantly overboiling, over hot. and you're getting tired and you're getting frustrated and you're like, shit, I gotta turn that down again without getting burned. Some bitch, can't find my gloves, can't find my oven mitt, none of it. I gotta reach in there and I gotta turn it down again. And you're getting burned again and again and again. And it's burning you every damn time. And you're like, oh man, this sucks. But I'm good, right? I'm good. I don't need to address this shit. I'm good. Now it's been a while, right? And these small little things keep happening and triggering your water to boil over and da. And you're just getting more and more angry. And eventually this anger turns to resentment. This is long-term damage. Resentment will make you sick. It'll make you unwell. It will make you mentally question everything. "26, 26 on the clock. Resentment will eat you alive. And you won't even see it coming. You'll justify it with this and justify it with that. And, oh, I'm good, da. I'm not very good at writing, so why would I try to get out my stress that way? I don't have anyone to talk to, so I don't have anyone to vent to, so I just keep it all bottled in. I'm better at grieving by myself. I'm a lone wolf, da. That's fine. If you like to grieve by yourself, and as long as you're working through it and asking yourself the right questions to work through it, then that's fine. The divine is like, cool, you're doing it. That's what I want. But if you go into hermit mode and don't work on this, it's going to boil over and it's going to burn you and burn you and burn you until you learn what the divine needed you to learn. And then on top of that, if you don't learn what you're supposed to learn, he's just going to feed you that same knuckle sandwich until you learn it. Stop drawing in this energy. Learn from it. Okay, so on your last card here is living and loving in the 5th dimension. Well, the 5th dimension is where our angels live, our ancestors, our archangels, all the spirits. And after all, aren't we just a spirit, right? Our soul. I'm going to read this card. Okay? I feel like spirit will be able to convey more clearly than I will. Oh, yeah, of course. I don't know. Oh, jeez. Okay. So, we're trying. There it is. I found it. Okay. The world is awash with the colors unseen and abuzz with unheard frequencies, undetected and disregarded. The wise have always known that these inaccessible realms, these dimensions that cannot be breached by our beautiful blunt senses, hold the very codes to our existence, the invisible, the electromagnetic foundations upon which our gross reality clumsily rests. Living your luminous humanness is akin to dancing in the fifth dimension, where you feel a lightness of being, a sense of ease and connection to everyone regardless of the calamity being reported on the news. When you make a habit of seeing through the eyes of your higher self, you realize this perspective is not wishful thinking. It is more stable reality. It is a more stable reality than the impoverished three-dimensional viewpoint you see played out in social media or your personal struggles. To arrive in the 5D, allow yourself to see with a perspective of 5 times more, where everything you cast your eyes upon becomes 5 times more glorious than your ordinary senses perceive. As you do this, you'll discover you have more time in the day, because there is less and less to do and say. From a place of heightened consciousness, you don't have to run around attending to thousands of details to keep your life afloat. Simply beam your consciousness in the direction of a particular area of life. Take inspired action and watch events unfold. As if through a time-lapse lens, effortlessly aligning with your sky-high vibe. Laughter, joy, and levity are telltale signs you've tapped into 5D, delighting in the simple things in life, like the way a child can turn an ordinary sandbox into a magical desert island, a bathtub full of water into a mermaid's lair, or a peanut butter and jelly sandwich into a feast for kings. Means you arrived. You can use this mantra. 5-dimensional living is available to me at all times. When there is suddenly more room in my day for play and ridiculous silliness, I know I am on track. Seems like the exact opposite of what we were taught, isn't it? Not funny how that seems to be true so much lately. What the world teaches you is actually a complete lie. Word, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. What a crock of shit. Our words are spells. Our words are way more dangerous than the sticks or stones. Because our words can not only taint this life, but it can taint others, future lives. Choose your words carefully. Choose your thoughts carefully. Never seen, it's a movie I saw when I was a kid. It's called The Color Purple. And the lady asked a question where she's like, do you think it pisses God off when we walk right on past a field full of flowers and we don't even notice what color they are? Do you think that pisses God off? I don't think it pisses him off. But I think it would gladden him if we actually took a moment to take in the small things like that. Allow them to light that spark within you. Your spark of creativity, your spark of love, your spark of compassion, your spark of abundance. You can reach the 5D. Shoot, you can reach the 7D where our Akashic records are stored, where all data is stored. We can get there together. So the 5D encompasses love, joy, laughter. The 7D includes wisdom, knowledge, discernment. It connects the dots from religion to astrology to science. The 7D is everything. Every bit of engineering, every bit of anatomy, every bit of physics, astrology, energy, reading energy. It's all there. And to connect to the 5D is to connect to your ancestors who only want your highest good. Your spirit team is in the 5D. The divine is everywhere, of course, but he's there. Your gods, your deities, your they're all there. Just dying to speak to you. Sorry, stupid pun. Anyways, I hope this resonated for all you Leos. Embrace nature. Embrace your heart chakra. Work on unblocking it. Your gifts will flow. When your gifts flow, it will bring an inner peace that you have never felt before. In order to hold on to this inner peace, you need to speak your truth, stand in your truth, live your truth, whatever that may be. Now, along the way, keep addressing your shadow work. Learn your lessons. Do what you can to make a difference within yourself. Be the change you want. Inspire others with that change. Don't force it on them. Be it. Show them the way. And your ancestors and your spirit team will reward you with more messages, with more clarity, with more love, joy, and happiness than you felt. Because you will be granted access to the 5D, which is huge. This is a beautiful reading, Leo. Well, if you like this reading or if it resonated with you, I would appreciate if you would smash that like button, subscribe. That would be great. Very much appreciated. And we will do everything we can to continue to bring you more messages. Oh, great. Well, thank you so much, Leo. And until next time, may you persevere.